It's Marcy Bullock with Informational Interview. How to. We're going to do the who, what, when, where, whys of informational interviewing. All right, so networking is the most effective job search tool. Take a guess. What percent of jobs are found through networking? Take a guess. Woo, it's a lot, 80%. That's a lot of jobs found through networking. So if you're not doing it, you're missing out. So what is an informational interview? First of all, it is a conversation with a person who works in a field you aspire to. It's a conversation. That's all it is. Now, who's the interviewer? You. You have to know what questions to ask. And you are asking questions of someone who is in maybe your dream job, maybe the job you hope to transition into right out of college, maybe an internship that you've already aspired to. So how do you open relationships up? Be available to attend office hours with your faculty members, in Zoom, if they're walk and talk outside, whatever we're doing to be safe with the global pandemic and the lockdown, you can still nurture relationships. And that's how you're going to find your job, ladies and gentlemen, when you graduate, is through a relationship. You can go to the virtual career fairs and the other events happening. You can connect to people on all of your social media platforms. You can email, always being polite and friendly. This is going to take some time, but I promise you it will pay off. So if you are shy, if this sounds a little intimidating to you, start with family and friends. Think about this. Make a list, a really big list of all the people you know, all the people, every one of them that could help you to get the goal you have in mind for yourself. And prioritize a list just in terms of who you might contact. And now, once you have this list, you're going to try to set up an informational interview, just a fancy way of saying a conversation where you ask them questions about advice that they have. So you can start with the people you know. If they recommend someone else, then that can be a common icebreaker is, oh, we both know so-and-so, and that can be a starting point for the conversation. You want to know a little bit about what this person does ahead of time. So look them up online, know specifically how you can connect to the field that they are working in. What are you excited about that they're doing? Because conversations are a lot less stressful when you are prepared. You'll be more confident. So use all of your connections. Make sure to check out my video on career shift. I show you how to find out NC State alumni that are working in the field you want to work in. Informational interviews, like I said, it's a simple meeting in which you ask for career and industry advice. You're not asking for a job. You're gathering information. And why would you want to do this? Well, because it could lead to an employment lead. So it means you're not saying I need a job right now, but you're not just a cyberspace resume out there because now you've had a conversation with someone. So when the position comes up, you can be in that 80% group. This differs from a job interview because you're asking questions, not them. But sometimes they can flip the script and ask you questions and you're ready when they do that. So step one, find your professionals. You can use ePAC, you can use CareerShift, you can use LinkedIn, and you're going to have this conversation with them. And maybe even just with your family and friends, you'll start off by saying, can you suggest a professional I could interview in the data analytics field, if that's what your goal is? Put them on your list. Maybe find them through all these means that I have said, maybe even a virtual career fair. Now you're trying to set up the virtual informational interview. And if you can walk and talk safely outside, you can do that too. So here's an easy paragraph. My name is Sophie Miller. I'm a senior at NC State majoring in graphic design. My advisor suggested I interview a professional in the field so that I could learn more about the career. Would you be available to meet on? I have a few questions I'd like to ask, and I'd be pleased to meet on Zoom, socially distance your office, whatever the case may be if we're still on lockdown. When you watch this, we are when I'm taping it. Step three, research. Now you need to know more about the career this person is working in, which is graphic design. You need to know about their graphic design company. You need to read about their whole career path, and you write down all your questions. And you ask specific questions in the interview. You dress in business casual. It's really important to make a positive first impression with someone, even if they only see the top of your top. You never know if you're going to get up. You can also stop by Pull and Haul to ask us more questions about maybe what you would be wearing. Now you're going to conduct your interview. Of course you want to be professional. What does that mean to you? Be on time, arrive early, be looking good with your list, have a notepad. I'm always like ready to take notes on here. It shows that I'm really interested, and be excited about it. Find somewhere you're both comfortable to meet. Here's the questions. So pause this video here. Every one of these questions is carefully crafted. Usually the interview is about 15 or 20 minutes long. And then the final step, email that thank you note, show your appreciation, report back to your professional on your success. If they've given you an assignment to listen to a podcast or read an article, keep the relationship going by letting them know you followed up. And always stay in touch. So informational interviewing is a great way to increase your job search chances. Good luck, Wolfpack.